Hello and welcome to the Atlanta Ice House here Friday night in Marietta, Georgia, just up from KSU campus. We've got the Crimson Tide of Alabama in town for the Friday-Saturday soiree against our Ice Owls of Kennesaw. Game's just about to get started. These two teams right next to each other in the standings. This matchup actually means quite a bit for the postseason. I'm your host, Jeremy, the Impact York. Right along with us, this journey is going to be a fun one tonight. That's Hudson Ogeron taking the face-off draw at mid-ice. Instead, Jaden Price is going to take it. Alabama with it. They're going to play it back into their zone. They back around the pressure. Jaden Price back up with it. He's going to play it back along to his own zone, trying to keep it in. Alabama with the turnover. They're going to bring it inside. Shot just off the blocker of Connor Lackley. Lackley back in goal tonight. Alabama circles on behind the net. Tries to push it in off the back. Turned aside once again by Connor. Alabama still with it as they're going to play it up the side. Another hit into the boards. Kennesaw finally back up with it. They're going to play it up ice. He has a teammate, Zamborski. Chips it in along. He's outnumbered, probably just going to chase it. Alabama back with it. Try to leave it for a teammate. Instead, KSU is going to get it, and it's going to be tapped out. Just barely a minute into this one. Tons of strategy, tons of action already. We're here at the home of the Mad Hatters. Seems to be some sort of medical situation on the Alabama bench as the KSU medical staff has been called in. Not quite sure what happened. They are going to try to sort this out. I believe it may have been the puck that was played out. May have struck somebody over there. Didn't see who it was, but they were attending to them at the moment. As no wheels tonight. Connor Whelan not here tonight. Had some obligations he needed to take care of. We've got, not really going to call him substitute, our next greatest videographer. Seems like they are still attending to the person. They are in a safer area right now, and the faceoff is going to be outside the Alabama zone. Alabama with it. They're going to bring it in. That looked offsides to me. They had disagreed. Back up. That's Nolte. If anybody can get under the skin of anybody, it's Ashton Nolte. Kennesaw with it. Plays it aside. Tried to tap it in. Could not quite do it. Nice save by Alabama. This line of Ashton Nolte, Camden Shutt, and James Kravis. Boy, that's a grinder line if there ever was one. The only difference is these guys could score 20 goals apiece. We're going to get Bradley Burton and Joseph Alvarez as the defensemen with Shutt, Kravis, and Nolte. Played back in. Kennesaw has it. Throws it in on net. Almost takes out a goalie. And almost takes out a referee. Kennesaw will chase this. Goes behind the Alabama net. Alabama trying to play it. Instead, he eats a hit into the boards. Turned over again. Nolte just misses the pass from his teammate Shutt. Well, that's Shutt bringing it back in. Alabama's going to chip it in. Back up to Nolte. Nolte's going to find a teammate. Tapped just to the side of James Kravitz. He's going to regroup, go behind his own net. Brought back around by Kennesaw. They're going to bring it back to Alvarez. They can't keep it out. Alabama's going to get it. Alvarez back behind his own net. Kravitz giving chase. A little bit of a tussle in the corner. Kennesaw comes up with it. Can't handle it. Tries to play it out. That's going to be tipped out. Nolte looked like he took a little bit of a spill. He's going to head to the bench. Played along by Sousa. Kennesaw back with it. They're going to try to get into the zone. That's Owen Foster. Padded up, save, and covered up by the Crimson Tide goaltender. Owen Foster come in unattended. We almost had our first goal of the game. 17-11 left in the first period. Once again, no score, KSU and Alabama. Alabama wins the toss. They're going to throw it and almost hit their own guy again. I don't know about you guys, but wherever that little fella is, I do not want to be anywhere near there. He's got hit by one puck and almost got hit by a second one, and he's not even on the ice. Kennesaw wins a draw. They bring it back. Played along. Instead, Alabama's going to try to get on the rush, but he's going to be outskated by John Ronson. Kennesaw with the rush. Shot just pushed aside. That's Ronson playing it on this side. Alabama with it again. Puck goes out of play. 16:45 to go in the first. Faceoff's going to come to mid-ice. It's Daniel Quatnar's line. It's him, Jack Lackley. Robbie Wilcox. Wilcox, Quatnar, and Lackley. I like that line. Alabama's going to tie up a KSU player, and they're going to take over possession. Bringing it back down the length of the ice. Into the blue zone. Going to let one rep just push off the blocker. Alabama has a screen in front and still misses the shot. Here comes Lackley. Instead, it's going to be a little bit of an odd rush for the Crimson Tide. That's Connor LaHaye to play it along behind. Alabama's going to turn it over. It's going to be tapped. Back to Alabama. They bring it into the zone. They're going to dump it. They're going to try to chase it. That's Bradley Burton trying to get a stick on it. Alabama still taps one in. That's Jaden Price now. Price tries to find a teammate. Can't keep a handle on it. He's going to regroup, play it back to his defenseman. Alabama with the turnover again. Kept inside by Kennesaw. Pass to a defender. He's going to throw it in on net. Almost there to tap it in. Almost there to tap it again. Off a defensive player. Going to be played back along. Hudson Baskin has it now. Tapped out by Alabama. One thing they have been really great at is tapping the puck ahead and out and around the Owls tonight. Nifty pass. No one there to receive it. Kennesaw regroup. Not much forward pressure by Alabama tonight, but they haven't needed it. They play along behind their own net. That's Jaden Price in pursuit. That's going to be called icing. I'm I'm a little entertained by that as well, but as long as I've been a hockey fan, which is longer than I care to admit, mainly because it will show how old I am, icing has always befuddled me, and I'll be honest, I'm a little befuddled by that one. Face off at center ice. Kennesaw is going to have it. That's Kravis. Kravis brings it in by himself. Gets upended. Instead, he comes up with it again. He's back over to Nolte. Alabama's going to skate in, try to get the tap in, try to get a clean shot. Cannot get one on Connor. That's going to be played up and out. We're going to get another face-off in the defensive zone for the Owls. 13:49 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Fairly even. Each team trying to feel the other one out, and it's mainly just led to a long tennis match. Face-off in the defensive zone. Won by Kennesaw. They try to play it up. They've got a 2-on-2 if they'll take it. Kravis brings it in, throws a shot, turns up. He barely got his blocker stick in. That would have been a goal almost any other time. Good play by the Alabama goaltender. Turns out elephants can skate, folks. We're going to get a face-off to our right, to the left of the Crimson goaltender, as Camden Shutt takes the face-off. One back to Nolte. He's going to play it back to Sousa. Sousa dumps it in. He's got Kravis in the corner. Kravis back behind the net. Back to Shutt. Shutt kicks it along. Instead, Alabama's going to play it up. Kravis knew it was coming, was able to deflect it and knock it down. Tries to keep it in. Back down to Shutt, back behind the net. Alabama back with it. Kennesaw is going to get it again. That's Shutt. I believe he's got Kravis in the front, Nolte down below. Okay, I got to agree with Nolte here. There was a guy completely laying on him for the last minute and a half, and instead there's a ticky-tack call right in front of us. This segment brought to you by Impact Media, where we remind you, referees, please check your phones. You've missed some calls. Thanks to our friends at Impact Media. You can find all of their content on YouTube at BoardCheck99 or Impact_Media_. You might hear a familiar voice. Owen Foster to take the draw. Alabama's going to win it. Back to their own blue line. Shot in there. Connor turns this side, and another one. Essex Moser trying to play it out. Back to the corner. They try to tap it in, can't get it in there. That's Owen Foster trying to lead the charge. He's got John Ronson up ahead. He finds Ronson. Ronson throws it just to the left, just a bit wide. Another turnover by Kennesaw. As Ronson's going to keep it in. Back to the defenseman for Alabama. Right now, Kennesaw getting to the puck just a hair faster than Alabama, but Alabama with a few more cleaner shots. Connor Lackley on his game as always. Plays it back out. Owen Foster's got it. He's just going to throw it the length of the ice. At some point, there was a penalty. I guess we missed. Oh, there was a penalty. 45 seconds to go on that penalty against Kennesaw. I was caught up in the action, folks. Completely missed it. They're just going to dump it all the way down. The goalie played it on his stick. That's a shot on goal. Here comes Alabama on the charge. About 25 to go on their power play. Played off in Alabama, as they will try to regroup. 15 seconds to go, and we will get back to full strength 2, 1. That's Kravis out of the box. Back to full strength. That's our amazing PA, Amy says. Great play by Zamborski. You got to watch him, folks. He did the Michigan lacrosse goal last game. He's capable of almost anything. As they battle along the side, that's Jaden Price down there. Price is going to come up with it, almost skate it into the goal. They try to play it back. Instead, it's going to go into the corner. Trying to find her centering pass. Alabama's going to come up with it. Played back ahead. That's Essex Moser who dumps it back in. Jaden Price again. Into the corner. Plays it back to his defenseman, Connor LaHaye. Tried to redirect that one. That was Hudson Oceron with a nifty move. Alabama's going to come up with it. Just under 10 minutes to go in the first. Alabama can't get a clean stick on it. KSU's going to come up with it again. Could have been a nasty hit. Looked like he shook it off. Delayed penalty, I believe, on Kennesaw. I believe it's going to be a trip. Not sure it was a full-on trip, but a trip is a trip. Alabama player got all the way back to the bench to realize he didn't have his stick. It's all fun and games till you lose your stick, folks. Then he can't play no more. Apparently, it's just going to be a icing call. Oh, for sure that's going to be a tripping penalty. It's going to be covered up by the Elephant goalie. 9:39 to go. In the first, we're here at the Atlanta Ice House, home of the Mad Hatters. It is Kennesaw. It is Alabama. The grudge match that this matchup's been going for years, folks. Play back into the corner. I believe that's Nolte. It's Nolte and Kravis and Shutt all in the corner. Shutt's going to come up with it. Kravis comes in to help. Plays it back along to Kravis, who's going to be in the far corner. Picked his pocket, tipped just away. It's a 2-on-2 break. Connor's just going to cover that one up. Coming into this one, as I said, our Kennesaw Owls are 7-3-0. They are 4-2 in the division. They are undefeated at home and 3-3 on the road. This is definitely home field advantage for the Owls. Owls going to come along with it. They play it up to the center. Tapped away. Alabama's going to get that one again. Try to put a shot on goal. Instead, it gets pushed to the near corner. That's Bradley Burton trying to get a stick on it. That's Chris Scott now. Taps into the neutral zone. A couple Owls in on it and almost put it in the back of the net. That's Chris Scott, Owen Foster, and John Ronson in right now for the Owls. Can't get a clean look at it. It's going to be played out by Alabama. Back to Bradley Burton. He's going to play it back to his teammate, Alvarez. That's going to go for icing. He was just about 3 feet back from where he should be to play that puck. We're going to go all the way back to the length of the ice. .809 to go in the first. Still 0-0 score. I feel like that is about to change, folks, and hopefully it's the black and gold. Face off to our left and also to the left of Connor Lackley. Won by Kennesaw. They play along behind their own net. Bradley Burton plays it up ahead to a teammate. Can't get a stick on it. The milkman Scott trying to get a stick on it. Instead, Ronson has it. Ronson taps it back to a teammate. They're going to find Scott, who's going to pursue it into the corner. Cross-ice pass by Alabama. It's going to go into the corner, and Hudson Ogeron taps that one away. That's Alvarez and Burton, still the defensive tandem. Looks like the top line of Price, Ogeron, and Zamborski back on the ice. Ogeron gets taken down, does the thing that you always do, is just get up and score a goal against them. Kennesaw back with it. That's Ogeron. He plays it to his teammate, Jaden Price. Looks for his teammate help. Now he gets it. That's the goal! Pretty sure that was Sebastian Zamborski, who adds to his total for the year. He's got to be up to 6 or 7 goals at least, maybe more. Every time is a different goal for Zamborski. Goal number 1 for the Owls, scored with 6:53 to go in the first. I told you guys I felt one coming. Faceoff's going to be back at center ice, same line on the ice. Price, Ogeron, Zamborski. Owls like to score in bunches. It's tapped ahead. Alabama's trying to clear it out. Instead, it's going to be played out off a stick. Just another nifty goal by Zamborski. Had a great setup. It looked like it was either Jaden or Hudson that set him up. We will wait on the official score to find out. I think it was Jaden Price. Daniel Quatnar is going to take this with Jack Lackley and Robbie Wilcox. As the referees discuss which color they like better, macaroni and cheese or Dookie Brown. Seems like a really tight debate, folks. They're going with mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is the winner, folks. Always better than Dookie Brown. Faceoff's going to come outside the offensive zone for the Owls. That's Quatnar with Lackley to his right, Wilcox to his left. We've got Essex Moser and
ASU goal scored by number 90, Sebastian Zamborski, and assisted by Jaden Price, number 27. Time of goal, 6:53.
That puck was played out once again over the top of the Alabama bench. They got to feel like they're in front of a firing squad. There's been more pucks go over there than anything. Face off to center ice. Won by Alabama, but KSU in pursuit. Lackley's going to battle along. That's Jack Lackley. His brother, of course, is Connor in goal tonight. That's Wilcox up the side. Going to tap it along to Wilcox. He's trying to get it on the rush. We've got a 2-on-3 break. Alabama's going to tap it loose. Played along into the far corner. Kept in by Kennesaw. They're going to tap it in towards the goal. Can't get a solid shot on it. I believe that was Connor LaHaye trying to make a play on it. Kennesaw will regroup. Battle for it along the near edge. Thank goodness the live mic is up here and not in the crowd, folks. Words people will apologize Sunday for. Just outmaneuvered him. Travis just got right in between it and out hustled to the puck. Kept in. Shut. And Nolte. That's Christian Sousa keep it in. Sousa back with it again. He's going to play it along behind Nolte behind the goal. Nolte with it. Nolte to his teammate. LaHaye, I believe. Sousa gives chase. Kept in by Sousa. That's still Shutt, Kravis, and Nolte down in there. With Sousa. And I believe LaHaye's. 4.5 minutes to go in the first. We played along behind the Alabama goal. Almost tapped in. Can't get a solid stick on it. Was Kennesaw. Just missed a couple goal opportunities right there. Alabama's going to, nope, turn it over once again. Howell's with it. That nice hustle by John Ronson keeps the icing from getting called. Bashkin tries to keep it in. Alabama's going to tap it out. Play along behind. That's Bradley Burton. Burton will come along behind and find the milkman, Chris Scott. Plays it up off the ice. Alabama's going to take it. Try to get a shot on it. Ronson taps it back into the zone. Alabama's still trying to keep it in there. Instead, Owen Foster brings it back in. Seems the energy level is not as even as it was early on in the period. We've got a 2-on-1 break. Do have a trailer on the play. Connor Lackley says, not today, folks. Nifty pass. Once again, teammate not ready to handle it. Alabama tries to play it ahead. Tapped in. That. Okay. We've got Zamborski. Are we going to get a penalty shot? Are we going to get a penalty shot, folks? Are we going to get a penalty shot? That should be a penalty shot. Are we going to get one? I'll be honest, if anybody was taking this shot, I would have Zamborski and I would have Hudson Ogeron. Those would be the two. We're going to get a penalty. That should be a penalty shot. Wow. I think Kennesaw would easily trade that 2-minute advantage. Wow. Okay. Well, instead it looks like Camden Shutt, Hudson Ogeron, Jaden Price, Christian Sousa, and I believe Zamborski are the power play. Tries to find his teammate Price. Price plays it back in. Shutt can't get a hand on it. Back to Sousa. Oh, nifty play. Keeps it in. Finds his teammate. Looking for somebody down below. Can't find anybody. They need to spread back out. Jaden Price. Back to the near side. Price to his teammate. Bring along behind. That's Zamborski. Zamborski just going to put a soft one in. It gets tapped away. Alabama with a little bit of an odd rush. They're just going to put it on goal. That was almost disastrous. Did get a 2-minute penalty on Alabama, which is about half over at the moment. Here comes KSU. KSU to regroup. Here comes Zamborski. Zamborski up the near side. Play it along in behind the Alabama net. Empty net, and they couldn't get a handle on it. Jaden Price has it. Throws it in on net. Kicked aside, blocker save. Moser plays it in. Shot by Zamborski. That was a laser. That was also a good glove save. Minute 31 to go in the first period. 44 seconds to go on the man advantage for our KSU Owls. We're here at the Atlanta Ice House, the home of the Mad Hatters. Kennesaw to take the draw. Alabama can't get a good stick on it. Played back to the defenseman. Back to Moser. Moser plays it to his teammate, Bronson. Bronson's looking for Chris Scott down below. Instead, they both crash. There's Kravis. Kravis tried to put a shot in. Nifty save. Nifty save. Number 29, the goaltender for Alabama, having a pretty good night so far. Made some pretty good saves. 21 seconds to go in the penalty. Minute 8 to go in the first period. Kennesaw still on the power play. That's played all the way out. That may do it for the penalty, for the power play. They're going to regroup. Kravis with it. Kravis is just going to regroup, bring it back in. Penalty will expire. We're back to full strength. Kravis taps it in, gives chase, and actually almost gets to the puck. Played just in front. Another save. A lot of traffic down below. Cannot get a good stick on it. Alabama back with it. 27 seconds to go. Kennesaw back with it. Alabama's been able to hang in there even though they do not have the energy level. Played back inside, no teammate there. We're going to get a penalty, another penalty, a trip. I think it's the one that happened right in front of us. It's going to be on Alabama. They must have good Wi-Fi in the penalty box because they're spending an awful lot of time in there. Probably streaming Shorzy. So 2-minute penalty, you got 10.9 seconds to go in the first period here. So this will more than likely expire, and a majority of it will be to start the second period. Face off won by Alabama. KSU in pursuit. They get another stick on it. Trying to get a shot. Can't quite get a shot. Can they get one more before the half? Before they end? They will not. At the end of the first period, KSU 1, Alabama 0. Minute 50 to go in the penalty on Alabama for tripping. We will continue that at the start of the second period. We'll be back, folks. Stay tuned for the intermission report. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Atlanta Ice House, home of the Mad Hatters, and tonight, as with every home game, home of the KSU Ice Owls. It's off one by Alabama. They try to play it instead. It goes off Owen Foster. Play along behind into the far side. Alabama's going to send it the length of the ice. Remember, they are still serving the penalty as a 5-on-4 advantage for our Owls. Owls with it. That's Hudson. Hudson tries to push it in there. Owen Foster also in on there. Looks like Zamborski is the other one. With Sousa. And Price. Hyper-aggressive line for KSU. They've got about a minute 05 left in this one-man advantage. Back along behind the net. Length of the ice once again. Kennesaw will regroup with 51 seconds to go. They spend a little bit of time back behind their own net. Now play it forward. Hudson finds a streaking teammate. That's Zamborski. Zamborski comes all the way around. He's still going to come all the way around. Finds his teammate. Back to Zamborski. Shot. Save. Alabama. Zamborski says, shoot it this way. And that may do it for the power play. About 10 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3. We're back to full strength as Alabama is out of the box. Sousa can't handle it. It's going to be turned around almost into an on-man advantage. Kristen Sousa makes sure that's not going to happen. Play back along. That's Sousa. Sousa finds his teammate in the middle. To tap it ahead. That is James Kravis in pursuit. Nolte with a big hit. Another shot. Alabama along their own net. High pursuit from KSU. KSU not afraid to throw the hit. Alabama just trying to clear the zone at this point. They'll do it. James Kravis not only delivering the hit, delivering a little bit of lip to him as well. Not sure exactly if those two have had some exchanges before or not, but Kravis just waged war on Poland, and Poland lost. Face off to our left, to the right of the Crimson Tide goaltender. We played back along. That's Ronson down in pursuit. He's got Scott. Back to Ronson. Alabama still digging for it. Scott and Ronson end up with it. Back along to their teammate. Can't get a handle on it, but then he does. Shot by Burton. Alabama still trying to get a handle on it. Nobody can seem to get any sort of stick on it. Played back along behind. Here comes Owen Foster. Played back along. Scott can't keep it in, but Dylan Warmath does. Kennesaw still keeps it in. They try to find a teammate. That's played along by Alabama. Kennesaw goes for the big hit instead of playing the puck and misses. This is Warmath. Face off just outside the offensive zone. Back to Sousa. Sousa's going to send it in. Alabama tries to play it, can't get a handle on it. Into the near corner. High pressure, high pursuit from KSU as they try to dig it out. Alabama's going to come out with it. KSU keeps it in. Alabama with it again. Daniel Potnar. We're going to get matching minors. And I'm sure it's really just that Daniel feels bad that they have another guy in the box. And he said, you know what, I'll spend some time with him. He's doing the gentlemanly thing. I don't even think he got a penalty. Or I could be wrong, they're matching double minors. And at least one knocked down to 2. And the other one knocked down to 2. Feel like an auctioneer. We start with 4 minutes. We have 3.5. Do I hear 3.5? 3.25. 3.25. And now we're down to 2. We're going to stick with 2. 2, a good round number. Kennesaw back with it. We've got 4-on-4 hockey. That's Samborski. Alabama with it. They're going to play it up along the side. That's LaHaze. LaHaze finds a teammate. LaHaze can't get a handle on it. He's got to chase it. He is being outraced by the Alabama player. He's going to go into the near corner. They battle along into the near corner. KSU's got 2 players, LaHaze and Hudson. Seth Sousa comes up with it. Played out. Alabama wants to keep it in. Played it in front to a teammate who was just watching the puck. Alabama still with it in. Shot just kicked aside by Connor Lackley. LaHaze has it behind his own net. Just plays it up and out of the zone. KSU with it. Nope. Alabama back with it. Alabama's going to come up the near side. Now into center ice. Into the zone. He's trying to find his teammate. Instead, throws it over the top of the goal. Shot pushed in, just kicked aside. Blocker saved by Lackley. Got about 25 seconds to go in the matching minors. I believe it was for roughing. Samborski with it. Point blank shot from Jaden Price. Just hit a blocker. Alabama with it. They try to play it up. It's going to bounce over the stick of Sousa. Sousa in pursuit. We are about to be back to full strength. Weird bounce. KSU. Sousa with it. He's going to play it up along. He's got Kravis. Sousa back in the corner. Kravis in to try to help him. Nolte back in on it. That's Sousa again. Plays it back in. Sousa trying to get off the ice. Another big hit. I think that was on Poland again. He seems to have felt that one too. Not sure why everybody's picking on Poland. Kennesaw with it. They bring it back across. Essex cannot keep it in the zone. He's going to have to bring it back into neutral ice. Plays it back to his teammate. Turned over by Alabama. They have a 3-on-1 break. Nice defense. Only 2 shots. Great defense by the Owls. And Travis tangled up again. Alabama 2. The power play. As the Alabama coach wants an explanation. I want an explanation why he's wearing that blazer. Looks like it's just going to be 2 minutes for Alabama. Shout out to our normal cameraman, Wheels, who is watching along at home. Yes, we do see your comments, by the way, so keep them coming. 12:14 to go in the second period. A little bit of a tangle up. Kennesaw cannot keep it in. They're going to have to give it chase. Owls on the power play. Owen Foster trying to get with it. Here comes Samborski. He's going to leave it to his teammate, Jaden Price. Back to Hudson. I don't think he'd What about now? Can you guys hear me now? Oh, I see what it is. There we go. I think we're back up and going. We had a microphone die on us up here in the. Oh, almost. Alabama almost with a goal, but Connor Lackley says no. And then they tally one anyway. It is now 1-1 as on the 4-on-4. On the 4-on-4, Alabama's able to tap one in. 7:51 to go. We are at 1-1. Looks like the microphone is back working. I appreciate you guys letting us know. We had a microphone die on us. We're going to get that back going. As I said, 7:51. It is now 1-1. And the face-off. Yeah, it's still a 5-on-4. That was a short-handed goal. Looks like Hudson wins and plays it back to his teammate. Dylan Warmath with it. Alabama's going to have it. It is a 4-on-4. Kennesaw can't play it again. Warmath back to it. He's going to find his teammate, Zamborski. Zamborski's just going to skate in between everybody. And we're going to get a penalty. Zamborski decides to finish the hit. Zamborski with a little bit of extra business on the end of that one, and he's going to be booked. Yeah, that's Zamborski all the way. Finishing the hit's one thing, but the extra tap on the end, they're going to get you every time. There we go. We're going to get that one charging just in case this one doesn't have a lot of juice. Thank you to the parents that were alerting us that my microphone was not on. So we are going to have a 4-on-3 for the next 1 second. And then we're going to get a 5-on-3 for the next 32 seconds. Alabama can't handle this, gets played out to the end. They're going to try to bring it in. 20 seconds to go, and we will at least have a 5-on-4. By the way, it is Moser, it is Foster, and it is Burton in for the Owls. They try to play it across. You got to leave somebody down below, and they do. Played the length of the ice. We are back to a 5-on-4, and we've got Jaden Price streaking to the puck. Kennesaw will play it back out. We are to a minute 05 left on the penalty. Not a bad strategy by the Owls. Just get it back to full strength and go from there. Owen Foster back in the pursuit. Alabama's going to try to bring it up the near side. That's Burton. Looked like Price and maybe Foster got a stick on that one. They're going to change some lines with about 38 seconds left in the penalty. Behind the Alabama goal, Alabama trying to regroup. They have the advantage, and I don't think they know they do. They try to bring it along, but Ronson right on top of them. That's Price still out there. They're going to bring it in, try to get a shot at it. Instead, he eats one. Clean hit, folks. I don't know if you guys saw it. Two guys trying to occupy the same space. Thank goodness our mic is just in the booth. 5:09 to go, 4 seconds left in the man advantage for Alabama. It is still 1-1. Once again, folks, these are very evenly matched teams. There's a little bit of animosity because they are both trying to get the same position in the playoffs. And the best part is we suit it up and do it again tomorrow night. We are going to get Scott, Ronson, Warmath, and Burton. We are back to full strength and pursuing into the offensive zone. Played along into the middle, nobody there. Alabama's going to try to play it ahead. Connor's going to have to turn that one aside. Back into the far corner. Alabama with it. Clean shot. Looked like it hit him in the mask. Here comes Scott. Tries to play it back for his teammate. Ronson does have it. Ronson's going to tap it into the middle. Can't get a stick on it. Chris Scott into the corner. Connor LaHaye tries to play it. Instead, Moser's going to come back and play it in his own zone. Here comes Ronson. Ronson in his own zone. Into shut. About 4 minutes to go in the second period. Pursuit by the Owls. That's Scott and Shutt that were down below. Scott back with it again. Bounces right past him. I believe Camden Shutt may have drew a penalty. Or maybe the goal came loose. Looks like everybody is out of the penalty box. We are going to get Hudson, Sebastian, Jaden, Christian, and other. We have two Hudsons. Bouncing puck. Alabama finds it a few times. Kennesaw finds it a few times. That's going to go right off of Hudson. Alabama still with it. They try to bring it along. Tap the side. Here's Hudson. Hudson Ogeron. Just misses the backside of the net. That was the place to put it. Just didn't get enough on it. So long into the other side. That's Zamborski. Alabama in with it. They're going to bring it in. Try to get a stick on it. Can't quite do it. Zamborski's going to come up with it in the corner. Play long behind. Alabama now back with it. Hudson Baskin with a big hit. Owls out with it. There's Jaden Price. He's going to try to find his teammate. Can't find Zamborski. Alabama back with it. They'll play it along the far side. Jaden Price back with it. Here comes Zamborski. Zamborski would wait just maybe one too many moves. But he had the shot. He's just going to pass this to a teammate. Can't quite get to it. $2:15 to go. It is 1-1. 2:15 in the second period. I believe that became dislodged again. At some point, I got to think maybe their goalie's doing it. It keeps happening way too often. This will be Cotnar, Jack Lackley, and Robbie Wilcox with Alvarez and I believe Burton. Apparently the medical staff is going to be quite busy on the Alabama bench here soon. Not sure why they don't have their own medical staff, but that's where Kennesaw is here to help. That was Robbie Wilcox, almost there, right there on the doorstep. Robbie back with it. He's going to push it into the front of the net. Teammate can't get his hand on it. Lackley with a big play to keep it in. Wilcox into the corner to help. Tries to dig it out. Alabama's going to play it. Almost out of play. Instead, that's going to go for icing. Minute 38 to go in the second. Shout out to Michael Cooprider. Looks like he's at the game tonight. Good to see Coop back in the house. Even though he ignored me when he walked by. Just kidding, Mike. We like you. Face-off won by Kennesaw. We're going to play it back to the blue line. Tries to put a shot in. Can't get quite enough on it. It's going to be played out. Essex is going to slam it back in. Only to have it hit back to it. Essex gets called for the improper catch, I guess. It's almost a hand pass, even though he passed it to himself. I don't know. Whatever it was, we're getting a face-off in the defensive zone. Kennesaw back with it. Tries to find his streaking teammate. That's Kravis. Almost on top of it. Burton realized he couldn't enter the zone and had to play it in. There's Shutt. Shutt tries to get a hold on it. It's going to lead to an Alabama rush. Here's Essex. Essex Moser. Oh! I'll be honest, folks, that should be 2 goals. The first one went in, the rebound went in. I don't know who you give that to. Both of those hit the back of the net. Was it Burton? I give credit to the first shot. The first shot went in. The only people confused by this are the 2 Alabama players. Regardless, that's the second goal on the day for Kennesaw. This really all depends on if they give it to Burton, who had the first shot, or whoever had the rebound. Both shots went in. They called off the first. I'm not sure who they gave to the second. We're trying to check with the KSU stat guy as well. I don't know who they gave that to. I guess we'll have to wait and see, because I would have gave it to Burton, if not whoever tapped it in. Instead, it's with under a minute to go. It is 2-1 Kennesaw. That's going to be played into the bench. I'll be honest, I don't think they really know who scored that. They know it was a goal. Right now, we've got Chris Scott, John Ronson, and Owen Foster on the ice, along with Dylan Warmath and Christian Sousa. Just a weird sequence of events. Got to see what they're going to actually do with that one. They did give it to Burton. They gave it to Burton. That was the right call. It was absolutely Burton's shot. I don't know why it was called off initially, but Burton with the goal. Here comes Owen Foster. He's got Ronson. He leaves it for Ronson. Ronson tries to put one in, tapped aside by the Alabama defender. They're going to battle for it along the other side. That's Ronson in there as well with Owen Foster. Alabama comes up with it. They're just going to tap it, and that's going to be the end of the second. Folks, I got to say, this guy right down below is not doing a thing wrong. He's not touching anybody. He's allowed to talk to people. Let's go! Shout out to this young gentleman down here. He's doing absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular job. Maybe I'll find out who this guy is during the break. We're going to find out. But he's giving Alabama the business. Something, once again, that team in Athens can't seem to do, but the one in Kennesaw can. We'll be back at the end of the second intermission. It is 2-1 Owls. We'll be back after this. We are back live here at the Atlanta Ice House. About 15 seconds to go till the start of the third period. It is 2-1 Owls. KSU alum Michael Coopwriter in the house. And we are about to get things underway. I think there should be a rule. If you're not already on the ice by the time that buzzer goes, you're not allowed to play. I appreciate that. The referee giving everybody ample time to get into place. We're about to start the third period. It is 2-1 Owls. Looks like we are back to line one. Hudson Ogeron, Sebastian Zamborski, Jaden Price, Essex Moser, and I believe Christian Sousa, with Connor Lackley still in net. And the third period has started. Alabama with it. They're going to try to bring it across into their own zone. Throws shot. That's going to be covered up. Nice blocker save by Connor Lackley. Faceoff is going to be 2 hits right into our left in the defensive zone. Same line still on the ice. Essex Moser with it. He's going to try to dump it along across. Here comes Hudson. Hudson can't get a hold on it. Back to Alabama and neutral territory. Zamborski with it. Plays it back along. Alabama gets a stick on it, though. Keeps it in their own zone. Still in the Alabama zone as Essex battles with it. Hudson over to help him out. He's going to take it in behind his own net. Play it out into neutral territory. Batted up in the air. Cannot keep it in the zone. Was Sousa. Sousa back with it. Is going to bring it across the blue line into. Wow, that just hung in the air like a snowflake. That shot from Sousa had some kind of mustard on it. We're talking not regular mustard either, like on a hot dog. We're talking like that fancy British stuff. Zamborski with it in the corner. Back to Jaden Price. Jaden back to Zamborski. You got to watch him behind the net, folks. Back to his teammate, Burton, who puts it into the glove. 18:33 to go in this contest. Like I said, I feel like about 3 more goals are going to get scored, 2 for us, 1 for them. Just has a feeling it's going to be a 4-2 type game. Really tight, though. We're going to get Ashton Nolte, Camden Shutt, and James Kravis on the ice, along with Burton and Alvarez. 2 players run together. A referee tries to give some sort of explanation to a player for Alabama who seems to have more than enough words for him. He needs to watch it. That referee can't send him out. Played along behind into the near side. Back down into the near boards. Kennesaw with it. Backward still stays in. Keeps it in as they will be in pursuit. That is Shutt. That is Kravis and Nolte all in there together. Kravis back with it. He's going to try to bring it in. Wings a shot in there. That's going to be a glove save.
There you go. There you go. Attaboy.
Remember, folks, if you can't get there on time, get there when you can. 17:51 to go in this one. 2-1 Owls. This faceoff is going to be to our right, to the left of the Elephant goalie. We've got Ronson, Foster, Scott, and we've got Sousa, Warmath. As an Alabama player has left the ice, looks like he was just a little more dinged up than necessary. That shot hit a stick. I think it might have hit a Kennesaw stick and bounced away. Look at that nice gesture from Alabama as they find the fallen stick from the Owls player and give it right back to him. The way it should be. Alabama almost not set as the faceoff comes to them. Alabama trying to play along the near side. Can't get a handle on it. Foster's battling with it. Ronson's going to put one in on the glove side. Stopped by Alabama. Alabama with a late line change. Referee says I'll allow it. That's Chris Scott who put one off the side of the iron and out of play. Right off the face-off. That looked like a planned play. Fantastic shot. Scott, Foster, Ronson, Sousa, Warmath. It's going to be down to Ronson. Ronson tries to put a shot in. Instead, Alabama's going to have it. It's a 1-on-2 breakaway. They've got another one coming, but not in enough time. He tries to put one on net, goes behind Connor Lackley. Shot in across. They're trying to clear the zone, trying to get it, and they will clear it out of the zone. They will battle along with it. That's Chris Scott. From his knees, puts one into the center and cannot get a handle on it. Alabama on a little bit of a rush. That's going to go over the glove of Lackley. Alabama still with it. Back behind the net. That's Sousa. He's going to play it up for a teammate. Alabama's going to be on top of that one. As Cottonar with the pursuit. Lackley with it. He's got Cottonar in the middle. Cottonar just off the blocker pad. Folks, I don't know if Alabama's aware, but Daniel Cottonar has never met a bear he didn't want to tangle with. And I don't believe they have any. Just a fireball of spunky energy. That is Daniel Cottonar. Throw in some hockey skill, and that's what you have to deal with when you're the opposing team. Looks like it's going to be Cottonar. It's going to be Robbie Wilcox. It's going to be Jack Lackley, Essex Moser, and Connor LaHaye. I'll be honest, at some point, I feel like we're going to get a Robbie Wilcox or a Jack Lackley goal. This might be the possession. I think Cottonar is going to set him up. Back to Lackley. Essex Moser puts it in on net. That was pushed and turned aside by a couple different Crimson Tide. Turned over in the neutral zone. There's Wilcox with one into the goal. Into the goalies. Got excited there. I thought that was a Wilcox goal. Into the glove of the goalie. I'm telling you. Folks. Not to mention that apparently Alabama is wearing out their welcome with the officials. Here come the Owls. Another shot in. We're back to the Sebastian Hudson-Dayton line. Kept in. Almost now back out by Alabama. Turn back in. Alabama's going to have it again. Try to play it ahead to a teammate. Instead, it goes to Kennesaw. Kennesaw with a little bit of a rush. Here's Hudson on the edge. Can't get the bounce his way. They battle along behind inside the net. Behind the net. Still with it. Players going down the ice all over the place. Back into the offensive zone. Heavy pursuit. Kennesaw is going to get called for a penalty. It's probably going to be a cross check. It looked to me that the Alabama player was about to fall down, and our player just put his stick up to try to help him bounce. I mean, that looked fair to me. That was Zamborski is going to get called for the cross check. It looked to me he was just trying to help him stay up. We are going to get 5-on-4 hockey with the Owls down a man with 15-11 to go. 2 minutes on the clock. Back to the 5-on-4 rather. Good shot by Alabama, turned aside by the stick of Connor Lackley. Great block by the defender. That's Kravis. He's going to tie this defender. Play it back ahead. Shutt almost had that. Shutt was almost on top of him. I believe we're going to get called for offsides on that one. Face-off will come just outside the zone. It was close, folks. Minute 18 to go on the 5-on-4 advantage for the Crimson Tide. 14:28 in game time. We are going to get Owen Foster, Ashton Nolte, Essex Moser, and Joseph Alvarez on the penalty kill. Alvarez, a great penalty killer. Actually, Nolte is as well. Cross ice pass. They're going to bring it into the zone. Alabama up on the top side. Trying to find some sort of space in the middle. There is none right now. It is full of Owls. Still trying to find blocked again. Alvarez going to clear it out. Here comes Nolte. Nolte in pursuit. Took on 3 different defenders and still almost come up with the puck. Alabama once again taking their sweet time. Alabama trying to bring it in. They bring it into their own zone. They put a shot on. Connor's going to cover that one up. 21 seconds to go to kill off this penalty for the Owls. 13:32 to go in actual game time. If you were to describe the way Alabama's playing right now, they are a little bit of on a Weezer. Alabama trying to get some sort of pressure in. They have the advantage for about another 15 seconds. Instead, Kennesaw's going to play it along behind. It's going to go along behind the net. Alabama tried to wrap around. Can't quite get it in there. Tapped aside. This penalty is going to expire. We're back to 5-on-5. They kill off the penalty. That's Klotnar on the ice. Here's Lackley with a move. Bronson with it. He's going to turn it back in. Lackley doing the dirty work, as he does. Back to a defender. They're going to throw that in on net. Just aside. Essex Moser with it over here. Almost kept in by Moser. Turned aside by Sousa. Sousa and Moser made sure there was not going to be a shot. Here comes Ronson. Ronson trying to find his teammate that's going to be poked ahead. Alabama with it. He's all alone against 3 defenders. Tries to find a streaking teammate. Not there in time. Played back around here is Lackley again. Alabama trying to get it back into their own zone. Bradley Burton putting a hit in on the Alabama player. Kennesaw trying to get it out of the zone. They're going to play it to the boards. That was Hudson in pursuit. That's going to be an icing. It's going to come the length of the ice back to the defensive zone for the Owls. 11:38 to go, still 2-1. This one getting tighter and tighter the longer it goes. Face off to our left. Back to Alabama. They try to put a shot in, and instead it goes straight to the corner. That's Burton trying to We're having mic trouble, folks, I think. There we go. I think we're back on. Nope. All right, folks, we are back. We're having to swap microphones. We're going to make this work. Back into the Kennesaw on the attack. Into the near corner. There's Hudson. Hudson Ogeron finds Zamborski. Zamborski puts it in on goal. Takes a shot for his efforts. Moser to keep it in. Back to Price. Price tries to find Ogeron. Can he get it in? Oh, it's waved off. I want to know why that's waved off. That looked like a tap-in goal from Hudson Ogeron, in my opinion. Instead, I think we're going to get a face-off just to our right, to the left of the goalie. Hudson knew he had that one. That's okay. Last time he had one scratched off, he scored two right behind it. Referee's talking about it. What are we going to call? We are going to call no goal. Won by the Owls. Here comes Hudson. I'm telling you, he's going to just score a goal. He's mad now. Almost scores one there. Zamborski with it. Skates around, hits the right above the glove, and then now he catches one with the glove. 7:05 to go in the third period. 3-1 Owls. We are going to keep the same lines on the ice. Looks like we got Price, Ogeron, Zamborski, Sousa, and I believe LaHaye. Kept in by Sousa. Price is in pursuit. They play along behind. The only person over there is Zamborski. Zamborski to bring it back in. That was almost another goal. That one I will agree went over. Price with it. And Alabama is going to play that into their own bench. 6:34 to go. 3-1 Owls. I'm okay with 3-1. Once again, we're at the Atlanta Ice House, home of the Mad Hatters, and of course our Kennesaw Owls. This is the next to last home game. Tomorrow night is the last home game of the 2024 year. 2025, we will have, I believe, the 17th and 18th of January will be here, and that will be the last home games of the regular season. Played back along. Kennesaw trying to keep it in. Shutt keeps it in. Alabama trying to just keep it out. They play it ahead. Instead, it's going to come off Kennesaw. Going to be played into the neutral zone. Travis can't get a handle on it. They're going to skate in. They're going to try to get some sort of shot off. Instead, it's going to be poked away. Back in the neutral zone right near center ice. That's Nolte with it. Tap back ahead to Alabama. Alabama has it. Trying to just regroup and try to get back in this game. Kennesaw not wanting any of that to happen. Let me play it out once again. Alabama with it in the neutral zone. Once again, Alabama unsure of the rules of hockey, and these nice officials are explaining it to them. I think that's nice. What nice guys. Not sure if anybody's ever told them, but it never does any good to argue with an official. Unless you're LeBron James. Face off just outside the circle. Goes back into the offensive zone for Kennesaw. It's going to be played out. Intercepted by Bradley Burton. Plays it ahead to his teammate Foster. Foster is in chase up along the far side. That's Ronson. Back to Milkman. Milkman Scott almost puts another one in. As there is a penalty. I'll be honest, folks, I'm a little confused at the moment because I'm seeing number 19, which is normally Nolte, skating around. And that also looks like it could be him in the blue suit in the penalty box, but maybe just from this distance it looks like it. That's an inside joke for all the Owl fans. He has an almost near twin brother who's doing a fantastic job manning that board. 5-on-4 advantage as the Milkman gets booked for, not real sure, interference, I believe. 4:38 to go, about a minute 38 to go on that penalty. If Alabama's going to try to make any sort of rush at this game, they've got to score on this power play. Alabama back with it. It's going to be tapped away by Kennesaw. Alabama's still back with it. They're going to try to get into his own nifty move. He's got way too many Owls over there to be able to pursue it. Going to be dumped in by Alabama. Essex Moser with it. Loses it to Alabama. Moser back with it. He's going to play it the length of the ice. And Alabama will regroup with 50 seconds to go in the man advantage. Up along the near side for the Crimson Tide. They're going to go to the far side. They're going to try to get some sort of shot in. Connor Lackley says no. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing better to do on a Friday night than be here at the Atlanta Ice House watching Kennesaw hockey. We'll be back, same two teams tomorrow night. I believe that is a 8:45 puck drop. We will be right back here with you. Alabama wins the draw. We're going to play it back across. Here comes KSU. This is Hudson Ogeron. Comes in, skates, finds his teammate. Cannot quite get Jaden Price the puck. Instead, they're going to crash. They're playing a man down, folks, and you wouldn't know it. As the crowd is starting to get a little rambunctious down behind the net. Shouldn't be any sort of play on that, just whistled dead because of the cover-up. We are going to get a new line on the ice. We are going to get Camden Shutt, James Kravis, Bradley Burton, Joseph Alvarez as the penalty kill. 33 seconds to go on the penalty kill. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Alabama's going to have it. Connor's just going to cover that one up. Connor knew the guys need a little bit of a break, and he gave it to them there. Face-off's going to be to his left and to our left as well. Won by Kennesaw and played the length of the ice. Caught a little bit of an Alabama player, so it trickled all the way down. Travis in pursuit. Alabama trying to come up with it here. They only have a few seconds to still be on the advantage. That is blocked by Kennesaw. Travis to play it out. Alabama still with it. Kennesaw back to full strength. Owls with it along their own net. He's going to play along. Here's Ashton Nolte. Ashton Nolte takes the unfortunate hit, and it looks like 19-on-19 violence is going to culminate with a power play for the Owls. Two minutes and 37 seconds to go in the game. 2-minute power play for our Owls. We are going to get Hudson. We are going to get Owen Foster, Jaden Price, Christian Sousa, and Zamborski. And the Owls will have it. They're going to bring it in. Here comes Hudson Ogeron. Ogeron looking for a teammate. Tries to put one in. Owen Foster, if he could have got a better shot at that one, he would have had it. Connor Lackley to play it behind his own net. Slight pressure from Alabama. Instead, Sousa's going to have it. Sousa's going to bring it out. Plays it back to his teammate Price. Price going to bring it in. .50-50 call there. Unfortunately, it went the other direction for the Owls. That is an offsides. That is going to come back out of the offensive zone. Face off just outside the zone. What a Boy Scout Hudson Ogeron is. He found a loose piece of probably Alabama equipment on the ice, promptly hands it over to the right official. Played back along in for the Owls. The Owls are going to, let's see, that's Foster. He tries to find Hudson for the tapper. That gets pushed aside. Good defense from Alabama. That's going to be played out by Alabama on a one-on-one rush. He did have teammate help. He did not get a shot off. Alabama still with it, shorthanded in their own zone. They were going to call icing, and they realized they're on a penalty kill. Back to Zamborski. Zamborski's going to bring it in. Goes around the defender. Shot just off the stick of the goalie. Here's Scott. Scott feeds it back to Moser. Moser throws it in on Ashton Nolte down there. He's going to take this shot. Nope. Back to Moser. That's going to be kicked off back to Moser, actually. He sends it along in. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Chris Scott with a slapper. Scott with the hops. Nolte's going to throw it in. Under 20 seconds to go. Ronson along behind the net. That's Nolte. Nolte and Ronson down there battling for it. Under 10 seconds. Crimson Tide won. Not sure what the Alabama player was doing there in the end, but ladies and gentlemen, that is the Owls win. We will do it again 1 hour sooner tomorrow night. We will see you then. For everybody here, for Hope, for our new camera guy, Mr. Ogeron, I'm Jeremy, the Impact York. Shout out to Amy doing a fantastic job on the mic on the other side. Owls win 3-1. Same two teams tomorrow. We'll see you then.